Hello, my name is Joseph Dinesh Thermakulathingam and my UOB ID is 2010188. I chose the global education industry to do the presentation for the strategy and the global competitive environment. My presentation outline comprises with background of the education industry, key drivers and key trends in the education industry, pestle analysis, Porter's five forces, key uncertainties, two-dimensional grid, plausible and the most plausible scenario, along with reference list. Education industry depends on the consumer demands. Following these consumers, the strategic models are accordingly curved so that the students who are the main target customers get attracted towards this education system. As per the survey reports, there will be an annual growth of around 16% for the next 5 years. The stakeholders in this area of education industry involve teachers, administrators, counselors, lecturers, investors, librarians, and entrepreneurs. The industry is functional because of these people associated with helping students in making them achieve their educational goals. The key drivers in the dynamics of current Australian education industry and other contexts, such as the UK universities, are identified as significant. The key drivers are associated with increased competition both in global and local perspectives towards attracting potential and interested students. The main motive is to impress the students remain engaged in the dynamics of greater diversity in backgrounds. Altberg, Riesberg and Rumley in 2019 mentioned the need in this educational industry is identified through the changing demands of the students as well as the employers. The changes are acknowledged through the emerging technologies supported by different funding models in the area of teaching and learning. Through the analytical study of education industry, the political, economic, socio-cultural, technological, legal, and environmental factors are put forward to provide the view of contextual influences and concerns. Pestle analysis. Majority of the education industry across the globe is not well equipped with technological advancement. However, in the developed countries such as USA, UK, China, the political environment for the education industry is favorable. In Australia, the political infrastructure is strong, along with the acknowledgement of effective democratic system. Economic-wise, investment has increased in the education sector, but it does not have any positive results in enhancing the output due to the low socio-economic community groups in some parts of the world. And in fact, it is majorly encouraged in the developed countries, the regions with high socio-economic status. Social acceptance of the innovative education program as well as on global scale is favorable and is increasing. Education industry is progressive in all disciplines, thereby plans and programs are always accepted in the social environment. Technological-wise, average productivity on the basis of developed countries such as US has increased by 16% in 2019 compared to the 2014. This will be an economic challenge as this industry requires immense supportive ground of technological devices, digital connections, and high use of internet. Various legal regulations are initiated by the Government of Australia for the education industry in the area of program for international student assessment, progress in international reading literacy study. Forest five forces, bargaining power of buyers. There are various options that are available for the buyers in the dynamics of education international market. Switching cost is low, high degree of force, innovation is identified as important in order to remain ahead in the competition and further retain existing customers. Bargaining power of the suppliers, good number of suppliers are available in the market, diverse and different requirement of innovative plans to meet up the future plans. Relationship marketing with the suppliers will help to reduce the cost of bargaining, moderate degree of force. Threats of entrance, threats of entry is lower due to involvement of high cost of investment. However, educational organizations always have options to stick to the traditional educational plans and programs. Economies of scale are important. Backward integration is important. Threat of substitutes, various players are offering same products, price is market determined and on consumer demands. Offering quality and innovative product and service will help to reduce the threat of substitute by entering in new market and to increase the market area. Industry rivalry, more competitors will lead to the less profitability of the existing potential education organization with advanced education plan. Differentiation strategy should be initiated in order to cut off the rivalry in the market. Entering in new market will help to reduce the impact of the industry rivalry. The key uncertainties of education industry required to be considered as an essential part. With the advancement of technological factors, it is seen that the students happen to become well immersed in digital world. This reduces their involvement with the nature or green spaces. To be precise, as Mail and King in 2019 mentioned, being engaged with digital textbooks for long hours can cause eyes as it bears intense glare of the technological devices such as laptops, iPads, and smartphones. Therefore, it does affect the mental and physical health condition of the students, and through such models, business may grow faster with profitable outcomes. However, it does help in making the learning environment eco-friendly. There is no collaborative physical activity that strengthens the relationship among human beings by the acknowledgement of motivation, cooperation, and collaboration. The two dimensions in the global education industry involve technology and students' influences on learning process. As mentioned before, the technology has brought forth the dynamics of global, national, and international studies. It creates new challenges for the future in the area of environmental and security policies. However, the technological dimensions strengthen the competency spirit in the dynamics of advancement of technology and the fact that such advancements are addressed with a motive to use for a valuable and noble purpose for the welfare of the people and the society. The education system, through the dynamicity of business model, increases the potentialities and technologies which helps in bringing up innovative payouts through a student gets an accessibility of immediate study material online. To mention that students are made to go through the online education program and actively relate to learning lesson which helps the students develop their learning skills and understanding. Through the supportive ground of providing study materials to students, it appears that students happen to grow faster and independent by going through the reference study material all by themselves. Potential students tend to remain focused towards their education-based goals and to feed their interest and curiosity on subjects. They seek for helpful and effective assistance in learning lessons. Therefore, in collaboration with technological guidance, the accessibility to useful material becomes easier. In such cases, students prefer using software that can see through their requirement and suggest the search option for the student with accurate outcomes. Plausible scenarios: technology-based, the student requires an alternative assistant that can help the student have the right to access to education program, including various theoretical assessments. This need has led the fact in such cases online courses along with innovative ways to reach out students and making the student gather learning lessons through activity program should be encouraged. As mentioned earlier, the business market industry of education depends on the consumer demands. The consumer is a student. When we come to the scenario technology-based, the possible scenarios of Chocofoch, Lemon Mint, Prepare the Future, and Hassle Wrestle. Chocofoch students are benefited with an easy access to education programs, including various theoretical assessments, lead to benefiting outcomes in the future academic prospects. Lemon-Mint students across the world can remain independent in terms of being creative. Prepare the Future acknowledgement of the needs of unprivileged students by creating helpful educational programs. Hassel-Russell influence on technology is preferably low, and further it does help in making the learning environment eco-friendly. Most plausible scenario: students' influence on learning scenario brings forth the fulfillment of the ultimate motive of the education industry along with the effective growth of business industry. To mention that the accessibility of study materials instantly through authentic websites, software, and through the acknowledgement of artificial intelligence. These are considered as the driving forces of academic construct that plays an important role in transitions and changes in the education industry. Therefore, students across the world can remain independent in terms of accessing study materials and increasing their knowledge. Students' influence on learning brings out the most plausible scenario as with the advancement of educational settings and programs will grow at rapid scale in terms of gathering or acknowledging learning lessons. Thank you.